don't wanna be afraid anymore. I don't have to be afraid. I don't have to be afraid anymore.
Life-changing Christian music. KGNZ Abilene 88.1, KLTP 90.9 San Angelo, broadcasting worldwide at KGNZ.com.
Are you ready to match the squares and win big prizes? It's the Match Game on KGNZ, the holiday giveaway where you, the listener, call in to win. Pick 2 squares from our prize board. If the prizes match, you win. Prizes furnished by our partners Howard Radio, Mad Coffee and More, Primetime Family Entertainment Center, Courtyard Town Place Marriott, Abilene Northeast, Golden Chick on North First, Cinemark, Century 12, Kentucky Fried Chicken, Skeets Texas Grill, Red Lobster, and Ingram's Cleaners, just to name a few. You got to be listening for your chance to win the Match Game, only on KGNZ.
Welcome to Monday night on The Rock Show. I'm Dustin Tatro, and we've got a few things to talk to you about tonight. We're excited about Tuesday night on The Rock Show, but right now it's Monday, and we've got the best rock on the way from Fight the Fury, Relentless Flood, and we're kicking it off with brand new stuff from Matty Mullins and Memphis May Fire. It's Who I Am. Welcome to The Rock Show.
I'm always wrong, you're always right. I swear
That's off of the new Memphis May Fire album, Broken. It's 9:17 here at The Rock Show on your Monday evening. Going to be talking James Crigler here in just a little bit. Friend of ours, has been on the show before, and of course is helping us out again with our worship band. It is another, as we're trying to do the monthly, 10 o'clock worship break live. That's what's happening tomorrow night at 10:30, and some Christmas carols, maybe a little bit in a rock style, but you'll still be able to sing along with us as we come together across West Texas, and yes, of course, even the world, to worship together late at night. I'm excited about it. That's happening tomorrow night. On the way, a new band, Fight the Fury with My Demons. Just saw a tour announcement today. Fight the Fury already on tour with a major secular act. Next year in 2019, they'll be hitting the road with Breaking Benjamin alongside Under Oath and a couple of others. It's great to see, and Skillet, and it's great to see Skillet as well as John Cooper with this new group, Fight the Fury, out on the road already. The song is My Demons, and that's coming up in just a few moments. Your good news tonight comes from 1 Corinthians chapter 13, verses 1 through 3. If I speak in the tongues of men or of angels, but do not have love, I am only a resounding gong or a clanging cymbal. If I have the gift of prophecy and can fathom all mysteries and all knowledge, and if I have a faith that can move mountains, but I do not have love, I am nothing. If I give all I possess to the poor and give over my body to hardship that I may boast, but do not have love, I gain nothing. That's your good news tonight from 1 Corinthians 13, the love chapter, as that is also known. A look at your weather forecast on the way in about 10-15 minutes, but right now it's relentless flood. West Texas's harder side of life-changing music like this. It's called Still I Know. I'm Dustin Tatro with you for the next almost 3 hours. You're listening to KGNZ at night. Hit us up with your request. The phone number is 800-588-8801.
Famous, the homeless and poor, sick politicians and corporate greed, talkers of peace, but makers of war. In a world that's spinning out of our control, I will have no fear, 'cause is rampant, the battles rage. The time bomb is ticking and won't slow down. When will we see that there's hope today? The light of the world will not burn out. I know sometimes it seems like hope is overlost. Just remember Jesus lives. He conquered hell upon the cross. It doesn't matter what storm
Hello, I'm Kevin Pyland, and you're listening to KGNZ at Night with Dustin Tatro.
This leaves me feeling unsatisfied. I'm feeling unsatisfied, 'cause I'm consuming for the sake of. Consuming for the sake of.
We do want to hear your requests. The phone lines are all open at 1-800-588-8801. Hit us up on the RockLine and let us know what you want to hear tonight. And by the way, if you're not able to do so or to hit us up on social media and tell us there, you can request music by snail mail. All you got to do is send it to 542 Butternut, Abilene, Texas, 79602. That is 542 Butternut, 79602. And we will get it on as soon as we get that in the mail. I know we do have people, believe it or not, that communicate with us like that. We're going to be talking about tomorrow night's 10 o'clock worship break live after new music from Fight the Fury, My Demons.
I go to sleep with my demons, creep in my head every night. They come to shred all my dreams and I bled on my bed. Why is this my life? Come
The Fury with My Demons. I'm Dustin Tatro, along for the ride with you tonight. You are, of course, listening to West Texas's Christian rock show. And we've got a look at your weather coming up in just a moment. But right now, some exciting stuff going on. We said we were serious about bringing the 10 o'clock worship break live back every month. And this is going to be the second month in a row that we are going to be doing that. Let's see who else.
Third.
No, it's on the third month in a row.
Oh, in a row. Yes.
But it's the third time.
Yes.
And we have some new people involved with us this time. Last month we were able to let our KGNZ's own Leo Hare, who I didn't know was a musician until I found that. I know he's a very intelligent man. Amen. And very skilled at custodial work and floor care and all of those kinds of things that he's helped at the station with in the past. But he played bass, he sings.
Beautifully. Oh.
And I think I found out there are some other musical talents that he's got also that we didn't see last time.
He loves to compose.
He composes?
Yes, he does. He loves putting songs together, brother. He loves songwriting.
I had no idea about that. So this month, we're adding Dylan Joyner.
Yes, my brother Dylan.
Who has been listening to the show almost since day one when we started a year and a half ago. He's, I think it would be safe to say he's a metalhead himself.
Sure.
Like many of us here. And he's going to be playing bass. And we've added Bo Sessoms, who also has been listening to me since I was still on the evening shift here before we got Mike to start doing a daily shift on the station.
Excellent pastor and youth leader.
I think there's still a CD that he won a long time ago up in the front here. Maybe we'll make sure that he gets home with that tomorrow. Joining us on acoustic guitar, in fact, agreeing to do that just this morning because Eric Logan was involved with something else tonight for our rehearsal. Carter is still going to come mix audio for us. You've been seeing
Carter.
You've been seeing Carter Logan some. I would like to think of him as an intern, and I think we'll get there to some point. You got to have somebody that you can teach to do what you do, particularly when it's become as important as what this ministry is. I need somebody that can carry that forward. You never know what God has in store for you. So he'll be mixing for us. Some other people that we've seen every time. Randy Schufert on drums.
Oh, he'll be here.
James, you will be on keys.
Yes.
And we're all spreading out some duties. We've got 4 songs we're going to lead in tomorrow night's set.
Amen.
Favorites that we've done before, and a fresh take on 2 Advent/Christmas carols. James Crigler, tell us a little bit about those. I'm the one that came up with them and wrote the transcribed charts for them. But you've kind of fallen in love with these reimagined Advent carols.
Brother, I tell you what, I have always adored the classic Christmas songs. Songs like "O Come, O Come," songs like "O Come Emmanuel," songs that aren't just 50 years old, but they're like 300, 400, 500 years old.
Vinny, Emmanuel is Renaissance.
Yes. That's what I'm saying, brother. We're doing it in 2018.
We're doing it in 2018, and outside of a traditional worship setting, in a rock style. Our friends We Are Vessel just this year released a single for Christmas that's kind of a rock take on it.
Very rock.
And it is a little bit different. You will know the melody enough to be able to sing along with us.
Oh, sure.
But it's been something that I've had to adjust to because I don't know how, talked me into leading it.
Amen.
I was going to let Mr. High Voice over there do it.
No, Dustin has a voice. Don't let him.
And here we are. I don't have much of a rock vocalist sound.
But you have range, brother. You've got range, and that's what it's about.
And as a rock singer, we're gonna do a little bit of that. We've added a bridge to the Advent carol, "O Come, Emmanuel," and it's simple. We'll have you do it with us, but it's kind of a rock sound, and I don't necessarily want to broadcast. Well, I guess we just did.
Well, it's not your daddy's.
I'm not a rock singer. I don't have time to be in a band.
Oh, sure, but no, what we're doing, it's not your daddy's Christmas carol.
Not your daddy's Christmas carol.
Sure, no.
Joe Rowe and Jeremy Holderfield, our friends in Seventh Day Slumber, did a cut of Away in a Manger not too long ago. That's probably a little bit more straightforward, and we'll be opening the set tomorrow night with that.
Dad might know that one.
Yes. What would you have to say? I mean, there's kind of this really interesting ministry dynamic that's come as we've put this band together, even though it changes a little bit each month. There's something that's going on before. And I promise you, the very first time we did this back in June, we had sound check that night, and I almost canceled it.
Tell them about that.
This is not going to be worshipful. This is going to be more distraction than it is a worship setting for people out there.
It just wasn't coming together.
We're not going to do it.
Right.
And it was actually Vincent. Vincent said, "Oh, well, you should give it a chance."
What happened?
Been a lot of work go into this.
Tell Abilene what really happened.
Spirit showed up.
Spirit showed up. Thank you, Father. Oh, can we thank you? Can we thank you for that? And can we thank you in advance, Father, for what you're going to do for us tomorrow night?
What's powerful to me is that there are a lot of people out there that can't go to church.
That's right.
Particularly a setting like that. And I know there's a lot of guys out at the units. That watch us on Sunday morning on live television, but that is not worship band. That is not being able to rock out our worship songs, our hymns, and our carols a little bit. Right. So, an opportunity to worship in that setting when they can't leave and go to a church of their choice.
Praise God.
On Sunday morning live, they can pick on television from First Baptist or St. Paul.
Well, I heard there's a couple of churches here in Abilene.
There are, but those are the only two that are live.
Right.
So when you can't exactly leave that place and go,
sure.
It's a powerful thing. There are a lot of people that work in warehousing and restocking and the base, both here and in San Angelo.
Especially the base.
Overnight. And I get that. There's times that I've gotten up on Sunday morning to go play the service and said, I don't want to go. I am exhausted. Why am I having to go do this for these people? I don't want to go. And I can get that, of why people would be looking for an alternative worship setting. Have a faith community, might get involved with small groups at Beltway or one of the other churches that do that, but never have a real chance that's not an exhausting adventure to go and get involved in having a time of worship with other people. Amen. And you can't see and you can't hear the thousands of other people out there when we do this, but there's the spirit that's in my heart that says, yes, so this is we're having church. There
has to be.
This is different than playing tracks on the show. We're having church when we're doing that.
There has to be, brother. And I believe with all my heart that God's will, God's spirit permeates through these airwaves. And if what's going on through these airwaves is any indication of how he shows up for us every time we do this show, then I know Abilene's getting blessed, because he blesses us every time we do it.
You have something that I want you to talk about a little bit separate from the live worship break.
What's it?
God's working in your life.
Well, sure.
You're quitting smoking.
Wow, we can talk about that.
We're going to talk about it.
Praise God, guys.
People out there know that I quit. I was not cigarettes. It was not pack a day, but it was enough that, pick up a pipe, and I do miss it sometimes when it's weather like this. But I knew it wasn't good for me. I knew it wasn't something that God wanted for me.
Of course.
And I was in Innsbruck, Austria, and handed the pipe to a friend and said, I'm not doing this anymore.
Praise God, brother. Yeah. Brother, I've been smoking since I was 15. That's a long time, and I'm not going to tell you how old I am right now, but I've been smoking a long time.
People have been fooling me on the guess my age lately at work, because we've had people that turned out to be in their mid-40s, and I pegged them at 75. So I'm not going to try to guess right now.
Well, it's okay, man. It's okay when guys do it. You can't do it with a lady, though. You can't guess their age. If you do, lowball it. Lowball it.
In healthcare, you kind of have to have an age or estimate.
Well, you got to. Sure. And by the way, I don't mean to change the subject, but brother, I want to thank you for what you do every night.
You can thank everybody else. The fire department, police department, dispatchers.
Sure, all over the world.
It's really a team effort. And here in Abilene, if you get out on the streets and realize this is a team effort night.
That's right.
So share about your journey. You're already over 3 weeks in.
Yes, sir. I'm at 22 days right now. And again, brother, I've been smoking since I was 15, and the one thing that always stopped me from quitting, the one thing that said, I can't quit, it's the urges, it's the withdrawals, it's the getting sick. And I get really sick when I try to quit smoking. Well, I didn't want to face that part.
You didn't like how you were treating people when you tried to quit either.
Exactly, brother. And I'm telling you right now, God has delivered me in a way that I thought that he never could.
You think Satan was using those, a desire to be nice to people to keep you in that stronghold?
Oh, brother, of course. You know he was. That's how he works. But, brother, I want to tell you, I've been quit for 21 days, and I'm here to make a public declaration. I want this to go out over the airwaves. I want my mom and dad in the Dallas area, my family in the Dallas area, my family in the Bonham area. I'm going to proclaim it to the heavens. I am done smoking.
You can tell them to go catch the archive later and hold you accountable.
I sure will. Anyone listening to this, I am never smoking again. The thing is, God and I made a deal. He told me, James, it's time. I'm going to give you a choice. You can either sing or smoke, but I'm not going to let you do both.
Smoking, even when I was smoking my pipe and was doing some voice work, and there's just this gravitas there. Mike Coffee has it naturally.
Well, brother, my pastor told me. I know what you're saying.
Mike Coffee.
I know what you're saying.
This rumble, and when I was smoking, that rasp, it was there. And oddly enough, since I've been back in radio, God has brought it back a little bit.
Right.
I don't like hearing myself talk, but enough people have said, you sound good on the radio.
Brother, a little bit of raspy's okay.
You don't need a pipe to do it. You don't need those things.
A little bit of raspy's good, especially the natural raspy. But no, brother, even my pastor told me, and this was just after 1 week of having quit, he told me that he noticed a difference in my voice just in the way I spoke. And that was very encouraging coming from my awesome pastor. What's up, Brother Brian, by the way? Love you, brother.
I was going to say, your voice at rehearsal tonight has a little bit more smoothness to it, even.
Well, praise God, and may that continue. Brother, may it just keep getting better. Now, I don't know what the exact number on this is. They say it takes a little while for you to get over smoking for, 20, 30 years.
I'm going to look for that chart.
Thank you. But they say it takes a little while for your lungs to get back, but it doesn't take long for your voice to come back, as long as you would think. But guys, anyway, enough about me. This is not the James Show. I want to encourage anyone out there that is struggling with that.
There are several places you can find. And this website it supports for cold turkey quitting. This one's called whyquit.com. And I've seen these charts. Within stopping 20 minutes, you see your blood pressure and heart rate.
See, look at that.
It's cigarettes, tobacco's a stimulant.
Yes,
it's terrible for your heart too, not just your lungs.
Yes.
So your blood pressure starts to come down, your pulse starts to come down. Within 8 hours, remaining nicotine in your bloodstream has dropped by about 94%. 12 hours. SpO2, your blood oxygen saturation, has increased to normal, and the carbon monoxide levels have dropped. When we put the monitor on somebody at work, I can always tell if they're a smoker because their carbon monoxide levels come up, and it says, their carbon monoxide level is 10%. I said, you smoke, don't you? It's noticeable, and that's one of the invisible side effects of it. Literally, people killing themselves.
Well, brother, let's do
this is what you dealt with. It says at 24 hours, and this is probably varies. Anxieties peak, and after 2 weeks, near where they were when you were smoking.
Right.
See? So it takes about 2 weeks to not be anxious and on edge. Yes. Within 48 hours, damaged nerve endings start to heal. Your smell and sense and taste starts to return to normal. Have you noticed anything?
Brother, I'm going to tell you, I was waking up the other day. That little moment between awake and asleep. And I could have sworn I smelled the most amazing smell that I've never smelled in my life. Brother, I can't explain what it was, but I know it's because... No, it was just in the air. No, it wasn't even food. It was just in the air, but it was so pleasing and pleasant. And I knew it was because I quit smoking. I knew that I was smelling something that normally I would not have smelled before. Hey, it may have just been the fragrance of outside. It may have just been the smell of the morning. I don't know. But, brother, I'm telling you, this was probably 3 days after I quit that I noticed better smell.
And it still says... You'll still crave 10 days after quitting cold.
Sure.
The average ex-user, 2 craving episodes per day, and I'm sure that's a lot less.
Sure.
2 to 4 weeks. Cessation-related anger, difficulty concentrating, insomnia, all of that have ended. It does say if this is still continuing after a month to get checked out.
Sure.
Sometimes people do need help.
Sure,
to get things like this. It is an addiction.
It is.
And sometimes it does need professional help from a medical personnel or even somebody that can help you spiritually and emotionally if it's a deeper connection there.
Well, you said it right there, brother.
2 weeks to 3 months, your heart attack risk has started to drop. Lung function has noticeably improved. Walking has become easier at 3 weeks to 3 months. Chronic cough has likely disappeared.
After how long for the cough?
3 weeks to 3 months.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Insulin resistance. Did you know that if you're a smoker, you are to some degree more insulin resistant?
Wow.
That decreases after 8 weeks and after a year. Your excess risk, remember, you're doing harm to yourself, of coronary heart disease, heart attack, and stroke has dropped to less than half that of a smoker. So it is well worth it to try, but it's a stronghold. It's a money. It takes your resources. Yeah. It consumes your thoughts because you're sitting and thinking,
I'm saving money.
I need to step out. I need to step out for a smoke again.
So it's safe to say that quitting smoking while we're here at the Christmas time, quitting smoking truly is the gift that keeps on giving. Look at all these things that continue to get better for you as the days go by, as the weeks go by, as the months go by. And brother, you're right. Sometimes we do need it. Yes, praise God, brother.
So you're going to hang around with us for a little while, I think. You don't have to go work at the desk tonight.
No, not tonight, brother. Not tonight.
Tell us what your day job is now.
I am a monitor and somewhat of a emotional support over at the Salvation Army.
So we talk frequently about, I didn't bring Frank and Kettle in here and hang it. So we talk frequently about how we help with the Salvation Army. You see that all the time.
Oh, brother.
And late at night when they're dealing with things, when they may be dealing with not having money to smoke and it's eating them alive.
Yes.
You know, it's nice to have you there and realize that you're being gifted for that too.
Sure, brother.
I know that happens because I've seen it. You know, when they're there, they don't have money to go down there and buy a pack of cigarettes, other than to go down to the 7-Eleven and hope that somebody will buy them a pack of cigarettes.
Well, brother, I want to share this with you real quick. It doesn't take a whole lot.
You've been there,
brother. I have. But
you'll be able to help them.
Right. No, but talking about the homeless, it does not take a lot to help a homeless person.
Not at all.
And let me tell you how easy this is. You would not believe how many people come up to me just in despair, at the bottom of their rope, at the bottom of their life. And all it takes is for you to look them in the eye and, make sure they're looking. Now you tell them, hey, look at me in the eye for a minute. And tell them, you are not alone. So-and-so, you are not alone tonight. And brother, you watch their countenance change. You watch their spirits rise. Just those few words, you are not alone tonight. I'm telling you guys, when you see a homeless person, it's not always about giving them $2 or giving them some change. Let them know that they are not alone and that God has not forgotten about them. That's what I see working, brother. That's what I see making their days. Encouragement.
I struggle with that sometimes myself, and it's been a busy night.
Sure.
And here we go. Alpha 6, 1726 Butternut.
Love you, Abilene.
And, just very briefly, I'm thinking, another call. At the Sally.
Right.
And those are always those calls always bless me because of getting to connect with somebody. It's just a really neat ministry we have, and we're blessed to have it. Frank and Kettle is here at the station.
Yeah, we'll have to go grab it. We'll go grab it. We'll go find it.
Drop by during the day and feed it. I know, James, when you're out performing for the Kettle, it's going to be with you some, and we're still working.
Good.
I'm getting
honored.
some remotes going on during the later parts of the month, perhaps from Walmart late at night. So we'll see you then. We've got a little bit of music left before we get to the top of the hour and our 10 o'clock news update. An Abilene woman targeted in a road rage incident, but the suspect didn't even have the identity of the person he was targeting right. And an Abilene 8th grader doing big things to help our environment. That's all coming up at the top of the hour. But coming up in just a few moments, it's our first look at your rock show forecast for tonight. Stay tuned.
Ebenezer, When I say the word, you think of the last name Scrooge, but the word Ebenezer didn't start with Charles Dickens. He borrowed it from the Bible. The word Ebenezer is used in the Old Testament as a marking stone or a monument. When something historic or life-changing happened, people would build a stone Ebenezer to mark the event. Scrooge looked upon his own tombstone, and that was his turning point, his Ebenezer. May you discover your turning point with God, your Ebenezer, this Christmas. A message from Life-Changing Music, KGNZ.
Our first look at your rock show forecast tonight. Decent evening across West Texas. Partly cloudy skies for Lubbock. Winds out of the southwest at 5 to 10 miles an hour with an overnight low dipping down right to around 25 degrees for the hub city. For San Angelo and Abilene, mostly clear skies, calm winds. Lows for San Angelo around 31 degrees. We'll be in the mid to upper 30s tonight for Abilene. On your Tuesday, mostly cloudy with highs approaching 60 degrees up in the South Plains, southwest, 10 to 15 miles an hour for your winds much of the day. For San Angelo and Abilene on your Tuesday, mostly sunny skies, highs around 64 degrees. It is going to be a breezy day across west central Texas with southwesterly winds by the afternoon at 15 to 20 miles an hour. Your current temperatures and conditions: fair skies, 40 degrees in San Angelo, 42 degrees in Snyder, 34 in Graham, 36 and partly cloudy in Lubbock, and 38 right now at the studios of KGNZ. Nightly news update is on the way in about 9 minutes. Coming up, set for the fall, PAX 217, and this is Andy Mineo. And I'll tell you what, I ain't done, no matter what the enemy tells us.
I might turn up by myself. I don't need opinion, no, I did this for myself. For myself, hey. I just remembered I'm dope, yeah. I just remembered I'm fly, yeah. They tryna say be humble, don't you know I'm made like God, yeah. All in my blood type, I was on straight for 100 nights. They done tryna get it done right. Compare myself down, never ever believe in myself, now I'm him again, yeah. Death to my depression and anxiety. Death to all my stress and what I'm trying to be. I'ma get live, cause I'm still alive. And if I ain't die, ain't no way I'm giving up now. I ain't done. I ain't done. I ain't done. As long as the breath of my lungs, I ain't done. I ain't done. I ain't done. As long as this breath of my lungs, I ain't done.
Just came out of the winter. Just came out like a winner. Had a breakdown, could've stayed down, figure. Rather die trying than to live like quitter. Woo, yeah, my problem big, but I know God way bigger. What you expect once you level up? Don't you know the boss is bigger? Yeah, used to spend a lot of time daring myself. Then I spent a lot of time comparing myself. Turning to the doubt, then the fear of myself. Overthinking to the point I wasn't pairing myself. Now I know why Chappelle went missing. Now I know why Brick got the Clippers. Now I know why Ye started tripping. The pressure and the expectation get ya.
Oh hell, if they don't like it, I might turn up by myself. I don't need opinion, no, I did this for myself. For myself, hey. Death to my depression and anxiety. Death to all my stress and what I'm trying to be. I'ma get live, cause I'm still alive. And if I ain't die, ain't no way I'm giving up now. I ain't done. I ain't done. I ain't done. As long as the breath of my lungs, I ain't done. I ain't done. I ain't done. As long as this breath of my lungs, I ain't done.
Hi, this is Alexis Hines, and this is the life-changing music of KGNZ at night.
I'm Mark Jackson. I'm listening to the harder side of life-changing music.
Bring
that sandbox. Sandbox praise. Sandbox praise. Sandbox praise. Sandbox praise. So dig your hands in the dirt. Children, we play with that. On and on and on. Dig your hands in the dirt. Children, we play with that. On and on and on. Dig your hands in the dirt. Children, we play with that. On and on and on. Dig your hands in the dirt. Eat the microphone. 2, 1, 7. Are you with me? Express it again, phrase a little different. Whatever happened to my beautiful innocence? I can't remember when, but it faded away. Got lost along the shuffle about the 7th grade. Never know why or where or when or where, but that's all I to find a little bit of innocence. Sometimes I have to stop and ask why. All things always tension up with you and me till I die. 'Cause you know what they say, what you reap is what you sow. Yeah, responsibility, I always seem to throw away my face. Gotta get back just a memory. Sandbox praise. Sandbox praise. Sandbox praise. So dig your hands in the dirt. Children, we play with that. On and on and on. Dig your hands in the dirt. Children, we play with that. On and on and on. Dig your hands in the dirt. Children, we play with that. On and on and on. Dig your hands in the dirt. Sandbox praise. Sandbox praise. Sandbox praise. Sandbox praise. Sandbox
Broadcasting his life-changing music all over West Texas. KGNZ 88.1, KLTP 90.9 San Angelo. Broadcasting his life-changing music worldwide at KGNZ.com.
At 9:59, I'm Dustin Tatro with your nightly news update. Local content from our exclusive media partners at K-Texas News, getting the facts right and alerting you to weather danger. An Abilene woman says that she was almost killed in a road rage incident because of mistaken identity. According to the Abilene Police Department, an Abilene woman was almost run over by a vehicle in a road rage incident because she was mistaken for somebody else. The victim got out of her car on Friday at around 8 o'clock this morning and was walking through the back parking lot of the West Texas Retina Consultants building where she works when the incident happened. A vehicle suddenly rushed towards the victim at a high rate of speed and tried to run her over, which both scared the victim and forced her to sprint out of the charging vehicle's path. According to an incident report released by the Abilene Police Department, the suspect thought that the victim was the second party in a road rage incident he had been involved in because the vehicles of the victim and the second party from the road rage incident looked similar. The suspect proceeded to pull out of the parking lot and then speed away after trying to run the victim over. K-Texas News spoke with the victim of the road rage incident, who initially agreed to go on camera and share her story, but later decided that she only wanted to speak with authorities. There was no physical description of the suspect that was provided, but authorities said that they were driving a white minivan. Once the suspect is caught, they will be charged with aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. That is a second-degree felony. In Brownwood, the Brownwood Police Department is warning the public of fraudulent text messages being sent to people that are demanding payment for overdue library books. According to the Brownwood Police Department, people have been receiving text messages from an entity claiming to be the Brownwood Public Library, requesting them to pay fines for overdue library books. However, the text messages are actually a scam and are just looking to extort money from people. The Brownwood Public Library does send out text messages about books being late, but they never ask for payment or threaten to send somebody out to forcibly take back any books that are overdue to the library. Anybody with questions about those fraudulent text messages are asked to contact the Brownwood Public Library. And making difference is all 8th grade Craig student Vicky Gow wants to do. She says, "I also want to show people that you can make a difference, even though you're just one person." Vicky has started a petition to get rid of styrofoam lunch trays, not only at Craig Middle School, but at all Abilene ISD campuses. She has always had a passion for the environment, and she claims that her parents influenced her to be proactive and make a change. Says Gow, "As far as I can remember, it has always been a part of my life. Every day I'm just like, the world is dying. I need to make a difference." Gow tells K-Texas that although through her research, she has discovered that the only styrofoam has going for it is its low cost. According to Vicky's research, styrofoam takes 500 years or longer to decompose. It fills up 30% of the world's landfills, and it contains a chemical compound called styrene that has been linked to cancer. Vicky plans to bring the petition and her research to the Abilene ISD School Board once she obtains 3,000 signatures. AISD has weighed in on Vicky efforts. They said in a statement, "We certainly have admiration for students who take the initiative to seek positive change where they can. On things such as this, you never know about future feasibility. We all hope that we can take more steps to protect our environment," AISD said. The school district mentioned that several factors play a part in the school's food services, with low cost only being one of the largest. Said Gow, "I want, of course, for AISD to say yes, but I totally understand if they have to say no because of cost issues and such." Vicky believes that the community of Abilene will rally behind the school district to help make this change. She began this petition about a week ago and has already had around 750 people sign it. Again, her goal is 3,000. If you would like to sign that petition, you can do so online. The link is on the K-Texas website at ktxs.com. You can also email Vicky directly. Again, her email address is in this story on ktexas.com. It is 10:04 on your Monday night. It is the harder side of life-changing music. Our friend James Crigler about to have to step out of here, but we're about to play something, and you're going to tell us what and why.
Oh, brother, before there was Red, before there was a Demon Hunter, before there was Disciple, brother, even before Jars of Clay and before there was a newsboy proclaiming the Word of God, there was a band called Striper. It's Soldiers Under Command.
It's KGNZ at night on your Monday evening. A little classic Christian hard rock for you.
Amen.
I'm Cole Taylor, and I listen to KGNZ at night.
It's Demon Hunter with Raining Down. Right before that on vinyl, right here on KGNZ. Striper with Soldiers Under Command. These guys in Abilene this Saturday night. It is set for the fall with Rising.
My claim
Good evening. It's The Rock Show, KGNZ at night.
Hi, Dustin.
Hey, Melvin.
I would love to hear Game On by Disciple.
Game On by Disciple for Melvin Settlemeyer. Brother, thanks for calling in. You're the best.
You're the band. I love you, Dustin. Bye.
When the lights go up and the game is on, are you ready for me? 'Cause I'm ready for you. When the bell rings out and the fight is on, are you ready for me? 'Cause I'm ready for you. When the lights go up and the game is on, are you ready for me? 'Cause I'm ready for you. When the bell rings out and the fight is on, are you ready for me? 'Cause I'm ready for you. It's time for us to start throwing down. Take a look and see who's standing now. It's time for us to start falling down. Look and see who's standing now. Didn't even know that you and I were cross until a sneak attack from the weak side. Unaware that we were in a fight. I guess that's part of the problem. But guess what? When the lights go up and the game is on, are you ready for me? 'Cause I'm ready for you. When the bell rings out and the fight is on, are you ready for me? 'Cause I'm ready for you. It's time for us to start throwing down. Just look and see who's standing now. It's time for us to start throwing down. Look and see who's standing now. Say what you wanna say about me. Throw a punch you wanna throw at me. But when you mess with those that are around me, that's when you and I will have a problem. When the lights go up and the game is on, are you ready for me? 'Cause I'm ready for you. When the bell rings out and the fight is on, are you ready for me? 'Cause I'm ready for you. It's time for us to start throwing down. Just look and see who's standing now. It's time for us to start throwing down. Look and see who's standing now.
I'm not afraid of loving my enemies, turning the other cheek, blessing those who would curse me. I honestly want peace with you.
When you come against my country, when you come against my family, you try to destroy my people, I can't just stand by. There's no way that I can stand by. This time I will not stand by. I am coming, and if I come, this pain is coming with me. Oh, I'm coming, and pain will be with me. When the bell rings out, this fight is on. Are you ready for me? 'Cause I'm ready for you. It's time for us to start throwing down. Just look and see who's standing now. It's time for us to start throwing down. Wow, look and see who's standing now. Look and see who's standing now. Look and see who's standing now. Look and see who's standing now.
Special request on a KGNZ for Disciple and Game On. And by the way, you can call in your request. One way you can do that is by calling us on the RockLine, 800-588-8801. You just might hear yourself on the Radio Daddy-O here. You can also comment on our social media accounts, KGNZ at Night with Dustin Tatro on Facebook. And I haven't checked it yet tonight, but I'm about to. On YouTube, we're the home of our, at least our best quality live simulcast, KGNZ at Night on YouTube, and participate in the chat on that live video, and we'll get your request on air as well. I'm going to be checking on that in just a moment. You can also tweet us at KGNZ at Night. It is time to take our second look at your good news this evening from 1 Corinthians chapter 13, verses 1 through 3, the love chapter. If I speak in the tongues of men or of angels, but do not have love, I am only a resounding gong or a clanging cymbal. If I have the gift of prophecy and can fathom all mysteries and all knowledge, and if I have a faith that can move mountains but do not have love, I am nothing. If I give all I possess to the poor and give over my body to hardship that I may boast, but do not have love, I gain nothing. 10:22 Rock Time on your Monday night. I hope your Advent is going wonderfully, that you're able to have some opportunities to meditate on what this season is about. Our pastor said something yesterday that there are, 16 days left? Well, now it's the 10th. 15 days to help yourself, help other people realize that Christmas really isn't about a nativity scene. It's not about gifts. It's not about Christmas trees, even though we looked last week, had our hanging of the greens, and looking at how some of these decorations can help us reflect on that. Advent is about our need, our shortcomings, our inability to rescue ourselves. So God sent his one and only begotten Son to pay the price for our sins. That's what this time of the year is about. Here's Project 86 on The Rock Show. Happy Advent. This time of year when Christmas is here, it's not Christmas yet. Don't lose the meaning. This is a time, a season of hopeful expectations. Here's Close Your Eyes with Valleys. It's West Texas's Christian rock, KGNZ at night.
Continues to widen the space between you and
Yeah, them old double G's is back to break you off another dub from the fat sack on whack. Hey, Dub, give him something to prove too.
All I ever wanted was to be accepted, not rejected. But being a young gangster, you got respected. The Compton Unified Schools, I started wrecking. Getting kicked out fast as I checked in. Deep down in my heart, I always knew that this wasn't me. But then again, I always wanted to be OG. I started robbing houses and I came up on some scraps. Right. And now I'm making snaps, I'm pulling on jacks. Satan had me locked in chains. He controlled my brain. I went to jail for possession of sales. I maxed my time, 3 years and 2 months. This is my true testimony, not a front. So when I got out of jail, I was still in a rage cause my body was free, but my mom was in a cage. I remember granny saying, God can help, but I said, yeah right, I can do it myself. Then out of the blue, I got a call on the phone. It was my dog Capone. I got a leg on. I need the money, it's shown. Standing on the shawl with my strap, I heard a voice shout, if you go back this time, you won't make it out. I met a lady named Lily who offered me Christ, He changed my heart, he broke the yoke, he changed my life. And since he came into my life, he never left me lonely. And that was my testimony. Yeah.
Mr. Solo, I would invite him on a late dinner date, but it was boots on my mind, not the food on the plate. But wait, I was like a hound sniffing around, nose to the ground, digging in any girl I found. The devil had me bound. Did the school to feed my hungry flesh. I had an A in fornication, but an F on my test. Oh yes, being in bondage is a horrible statement. Can't escape having sex so much that I'm losing weight. Mom started noticing Satan's yoke. Her heart was broke, so she invited me to church. Low, I didn't give God my trust. My heart was filled with lust. I had conviction, but it seemed like sex was an addiction. No church for me. Satan made me believe that I could stop on my own. Then I started drifting farther from his throne. Conviction was strong. God won't leave me alone. In my mind, I hear a bell. If I die, I'm going to hell. Well, to get away, I kicked it with my crew, but I knew you could live in the crowd, but when he's judging, it's him and you. But with a demon on my back, what could I do? Knowing I ain't right, fornicating all day and couldn't sleep at night. I was thinking if I laid down my head, moms would come to wake me up and find me dead now. I needed to be delivered, my body shivered and quivered, cause living in sin is like 5 to 10 in a pen. So I gave my life to Christ and got born again. I know he won't fake, forsake, nor shake his friend. And since he came into my life, he never left me lonely. And that was my testimony. Sing.
I'm getting mine, you get in my way, I'ma crush you, buster. Me and a friend go, half on that endo. Plus I'm getting faded from the soccer wins in, yo, I'm a gangbanger. Those Spartan hanger, chili chill, AKA professional crack slanger. High as a kite, thinking everything is funny. Satan made me a dummy because my God was my money. Yeah, I started young, living life on the run, son. Watching my back with my hand on that gun. I had no peace running from the police. I got away for the meanwhile, but they had me on the game file. Moms tried their best to raise me right, but didn't have the money to buy me cake and golden nights. I'm on the mission, clocking crazy tuition. Not the girls that were dissing, are not the ones that I'm kissing. I wouldn't let God in. I chose the life for sin, thinking the friends that I had would stick through the good and the bad. But my birthday came and I got real drunk, homie. I had a scrap and all them fools jumped on me. I passed out. I don't know how I got home, but when I woke up, my high was gone. They stole everything, from my money to that thing to beat. It made me think it doesn't matter if you're 6 feet deep. Jesus is Lord and I'm convinced. Since he came into my life, I haven't drunk a so dope since. Since he came into my life, I don't need no homies. And that was my testimony.
From 1994, Gospel Gangsta's Testimony. And you know what? That is a spiritual discipline that I think that we all need to try to do. You're supposed to take up our cross, and you never know when your story might help somebody else. For all you know, what they're going through is something that you've already been brought through. Don't withhold that. Share your testimony from time to time. Even a short little bit about what Jesus means to you. We heard from James earlier. Jesus giving him the power to quit smoking. You never know how seemingly small or insignificant that might be life-shattering for somebody else. You also heard Close Your Eyes with Valleys, and going back about 10 minutes, Project 86 this time of year. In the next set, we've got both Gavi and KB featuring Lecrae, Church Clap, and the new one from Gavi is Fight for Me. And then we're going to be taking a look at a few things on the community calendar. We want to say at this point to those of you new to the EMS profession, or at least with a new degree from Texas State Technical College, graduation tonight for the TSTC EMS program at the Abilene Convention Center. Congratulations to all of you graduating and receiving honors. I noticed instructor Ronnie Pitts being presented with a stole of gratitude by the students tonight. And I've sent a couple of messages. We're trying to figure out exactly how many new EMS professionals have graduated. New to the field in Texas from right here in Abilene. That's pretty awesome. TSTC proud. Congratulations to all of you. We've got another look at your weather forecast coming up right here in about 60 seconds. Stick around.
When did it happen to you? When did you discover what Christmas was really about?
Growing up, I, of course, it's all about the gifts and Santa Claus and all of that kind of thing. But when I was a little in my late 20s, I met the Lord in a miraculous way. Then it really become so much more than that. It almost kind of grieves my spirit that it is so commercialized, because we lose sight of the fact that Jesus was born so that he could die for us and that we could be saved, so we're celebrating his entrance into the world. And I think, after I got saved, of course, that's when it really kind of impacted me that Christmas it's more about giving than receiving, having people over that have nowhere to go, or spending time with people that are special to you and sharing a meal and that kind of thing. And I have to say, that's a pretty special memory for me, actually.
A message from Life-Changing Music, KGNZ.
I would definitely have said this last night. And if you don't know these exist, the Hot Hands hand warmers, right? That you go and you can get them at Academy or even the dollar store, Walmart, and you tear the package open and they're air-activated granules that's supposed to get hot. Well, it seems like by the time you actually need one, that's never fully needed. Right? Because it takes so long for them to warm up. Zippo lighters. That's right. The people that make the nice aluminum lighters, which are a great gift in their own for different purposes. You've got to mention that for those of us that no longer smoke. They make hand warmers. You can buy these at Academy and other sporting good retailers where you can find camping equipment. All they do is take any commercially available lighter fluid. They get plenty warm, plenty fast, and they last as long as 12 hours. I lit mine both last night and the night before that at work. And it has been a hoodie weekend. Bought my new hoodie last week, and I have been using it. It was a nice day today. I can't say that it's hot chocolate weather, especially since Christmas Lane has closed for the night. Around 125 outdoor displays today. Finished up Metro Cares today, so Santa in the Ambulance is out at the State Supported Living Center again. But, of course, there is a display from West Texas's best Christian rock radio station, and, of course, a lot more. We're a lot more than KGNZ at night. But don't escape the fact, if you take your family out to go through Christmas Lane this year, happy holidays and Merry Christmas from all of us here. Christmas Lane is open 7 days a week from 6 until 10 o'clock. This is at the Abilene State Supported Living Center at 2501 Maple Street. It's running until Christmas Day night. So you have until the night of Christmas to take your family out there. It is something you've got to see. Be sure you stop at the concession stand to see Santa and see the model train displays. And, of course, get hot chocolate and coffee drinks while you're there. This is all free. Of course, you've got to pay for the hot chocolate and coffee drinks, but the attraction itself is worth the time and is open 7 days a week, 6 until 10 until Christmas. Our next look at your weather forecast: partly cloudy skies across West Texas tonight. For Lubbock, winds out of the south at 5 to 10 miles an hour. An overnight low in the mid-20s up on the Caprock tonight. Calm winds across West Central Texas. Lows of 31 for San Angelo. Abilene tonight in the mid to upper 30s. On your Tuesday, mostly cloudy for Lubbock. Highs pushing 60 tomorrow afternoon. Southwest winds at 10 to 15 miles an hour throughout the Llano Estacado. San Angelo and Abilene alike. A mostly sunny day on the way for your Tuesday. Highs of 64 degrees. Going to be rather breezy tomorrow with winds sustained by afternoon at 15 to 20 miles an hour from the southwest. Your current temperature is fair skies and 36 degrees over Angelo, 39 with fog and mist in Snyder, 31 in Graham, 37 and partly cloudy in Lubbock, and 38 right now at the studios of KGNZ. I'm Dustin Tatro, joining you live. In fact, I'll be hanging out with you till midnight tonight. This is KGNZ at night, West Texas's best Christian rock, hard rock, rap. I think that's what I meant to say, as well as so much more. Here's KB and Lecrae. Let me hear that church clap.
Church mother in they church hat clap. Man, that sure gave her color purple coming back clap. When that whole week beat you up and stress you, but you hear that organ playing and remind you of your blessings. And on another note, she just hit another note. Chills down my spine, got me crying, make me overload. You don't know about it though. Old school church hymns, deacons get the humming out of drum up in the burst in. Lordy, Lordy, Lord. Can you hear me now? Church close, sweater, you don't care, you just get it now. Testify how we made martyrs out of these fathers and rose up all of his daughters to glorify him with honor. Man, I swear Thomas Jones with her head did. Now it's flying everywhere, she don't care what her head did. She an egg, yeah, caught up in the egg, yeah. Probably why she clapping like Jesus just reappeared, yeah. Give me that God Almighty, that good old gospel, that old school doctrine. Give me that truth for the body, ain't nothing new about it, but it's still full of power. Church clap, let me hear the church clap. 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 I wanna be the type of dude to get the Lord on his feet. I wanna do the type of shows that the Lord wanna see. What I mean, if I can make the whole church clap, it ain't a clap in the heavens, then that clap just a clap, clap. For his son glorified, sin mortified. The Holy Spirit going word, that truth ain't watered down. It's sound doctrine, gets birthed in the common now. Nothing wrong with singing loud, but that ain't where the power's on. The church has been clapping at weak sermons, leaving the weak hurt. No one's changed by Sunday service. We need discernment, check what you be affirming, cause the church can be full of members but empty in conversion. Preach the gospel and stand back. Look for changed lives, not for hand claps. Love people well, oh they can't stand at the church, just the church with the words where we stand up. Give me that God Almighty, that good old gospel, that old school doctrine. Give me that truth for the body, ain't nothing new about it, but it's still full of power. Church clap, let me hear the church clap. 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 Come on.
Well, I had a good time over the weekend. Oh, it was exhausting, but I wouldn't have had it any other way. It was Advent music weekend at St. Paul, and it always falls on my weekend at MetroCare. So I am functioning on a couple of naps, the longest of which is about 45 minutes. And after, a couple of days of that, the sharp pain when you have to wake up from one of these naps starts to subside. So I am wired and ready to keep going. But it was nice to get to visit with my friend Josiah Montgomery, who is about this weekend to graduate from seminary at SMU at Perkins, and I'm so excited for him. I was on the phone with him the other night when he actually submitted his 100-page thesis, and I don't miss grad school, and it's going to be a while before I go work on a doctorate, but I digress. Josiah is going to be serving once again as the interim organist at the Episcopal Church of the Heavenly Rest here in Abilene, and he's just an awesome guy. Grew up in the Chicago area, and not only that, is familiar with the gospel style of Hammond organ playing. Of course, me being a pipe organist, I wish that I could do that. There's some soul in someone that knows how to handle a Hammond. Of course, I mentioned you got to hear the organ play. KB there, church clap with Lecrae. I know Melvin enjoyed getting a look into the pipe organ at St. Paul over the weekend. It's big. Here's Gavi, Fight For Me. It's brand new on KGNZ at night. I'm Dustin Tatro. Good evening.
I need you to fight for me when I don't know what I believe. Why does everybody leave? Show me what it's like to dream. Hey, go, you the best. Hey, say it with your chest. Hey, yeah, wave them high, side to side. Let them know we gon' rise, we gon' shine. Hey, I need you to fight for me. Hey, I know you're my therapy. I know why we fight. It's just to know we try. I eat drops. How do I start it off? Pulling all these hours, trying to keep it all clear. I got way too many thoughts, but in these expectations got me feeling stuck like think I feel it all the time. Did I really miss my prime? I don't know how to cope when I'm low, but I know that you're close, that you're close. I've been away, yeah, losing my faith, yeah. Hope I'm not late, trying to find grace, yeah, for my mistakes, I need to pray, yeah. I need to pray, yeah. Wake up to the mirror like I need you to fight for me when I don't know what I believe. Yeah, hey, why does everybody leave? Show me what it's like to dream. Hey, go, you the best. Hey, say it with your chest. Hey, yeah, wave them high, side to side. Let them know we gon' rise, we gon' shine. Hey, I need you to fight for me. Hey, I know you're my therapy. I know why we fight. It's just to know we try.
Say you gon' fight, you ain't try, you don't lie right. Send a prayer up, go a line, you don't find time. Down yet, homie, down yet. Pick me up off the ground, yeah. Almost drawn, yeah. Put me out, yeah. Sheesh. Wasn't in my right mind. Yeah. Reach out for me like a lifeline. I've been with you so long, it feel like a lifetime. So connected to you, I could be your Wi-Fi. I was a fake, left hook, right cross, just and right. Out my way, class feel too late. Lose my faith, I lose my life. I've been lost and feeling lonely. Tell them they can't hold me. Looking in the mirror like when you fight for me.
Fight for me when I don't know what I believe. Why does everybody leave? Show me what it's like to dream. Hey, go, you the best. Hey, say it with your chest. Hey, yeah, wave them high, side to side. Let them know we gon' rise, we gon' shine. Hey, I need you to fight for me. Hey, I know you're my therapy. Hey, yeah, wave them high, side to side. Let them know we gon' rise, we gon' shine. Hey, I need you to fight for me. Hey, I know you're my therapy. I know why we fight. It's just to know we try. I need you to fight for me.
We're going to help you make this Christmas one of the best ever.
Well, it makes you think about Jesus, and it's a real happy thing, Christmas is.
We'll bring to your radio the real meaning of Christmas. We're your home for life-changing music, KGNZ.
Said the night when you a little lamb. Do you see what I see? Way up in the sky, a little lamb. Do you see what I see? A star, dancing in the night with a tail as big as a kite. With a tail as big as a kite. Said the little lamb to the shepherd boy, do you hear what I hear? Ringing through the sky, shepherd boy, do you hear what I hear? A song, high above the trees with a voice as big as the sea. With a voice as big as the sea. Said the shepherd boy to the mighty king, do you know what I know? In your palace, one mighty king, do you know what I know? A child shivers in the cold. Let us bring him silver and gold. Let us bring him silver and gold. Said the king to people everywhere, listen to what I say. Pray for peace, people everywhere, listen to what I say. A child, sleeping in the night, he will bring us goodness and light. He will bring us goodness and light. He will bring us goodness and light.
All right. It is time to take a look at a few things going on the community calendar. Let's see. Today is the 10th. One Kingdom is a monthly luncheon. Prayer luncheon is tomorrow. That is for all pastors, members of the clergy, community leaders, people involved in some type of nonprofit or ministry. That's for you. And we would like to see you there. That is going on from noon until 1 in the Shelton Building Conference Center at Hendrick Medical Center. Lunch is available for $5. It's always a tasty and healthy food with salad and a hot plate, not sandwiches, and great fellowship and prayer with the other pastors and faith-appreciating community leaders of Abilene. You really need to be a part of that. Wreaths Across America is going on Saturday morning starting at 9 at the Elmwood Cemetery on Highway 277. It's a chance for you to place a real wreath at the graveside of one who has served our country through the armed forces. It really is a nationwide community effort, including such people as Frey Miller Trucking of Oklahoma, who not only provides the fuel to transport these wreaths, but the vehicles, and I believe that the drivers for the company drive on their own service. It really is a touching thing to see. You can find out more about Wreaths Across America online. I believe there's a website where you can pay for one of these wreaths. They're less than $15. A great opportunity at the holidays as we remember those who have served our country at their graveside. I'm looking at this. Razmaz Tazzy Jazzy Little Christmas. This is going on in San Angelo and sounds like a fun thing to do. It's, I believe, in support of the San Angelo Fine Arts Museum. They are at least the ones that have scheduled it. It's going on, well, that one of the two. Wednesday, December 15th is not accurate. My guess is that it's going to be Wednesday afternoon at 5:30. This would be something that would go on during the day Saturday. My guess is it's going to be Wednesday at 5:30. They'll have unique Christmas gifts available, and San Angelo's own author Linda Thorson Bond will be there to sign copies of her new novel. This is going on at the San Angelo Fine Arts Museum it is Wednesday, December the 12th. This December 15th, and the write-up here on the calendar is incorrect. I'll leave a note for that to be fixed as well. And this week is the concert with David Phelps, lead tenor with the Gaither Vocal Band and prolific solo gospel artist. That's going on at Pioneer Drive Thursday night at 7 o'clock. It is a stop of the It Must Be Christmas 20th Anniversary Tour. Tickets are available at itickets.com. This is a fundraising event for Hope Haven Ministries of Abilene. As James mentioned earlier, it doesn't take much to help those in our midst that are homeless. That's going on Thursday night. Be sure you check that out. There's lots more community events on our calendar. We're going to check in another hour, but you can go check it out yourself 24 hours a day at kgnz.com. All you've got to do is click the events button at the top of the page. It's time now for a abbreviated 10 o'clock worship break on your Monday night. And for that tonight, Passion with Christian Stanfill. It is the Lord our God. That's who we worship. So let's do it together.
You're the
Life-changing Christian music. KGNZ Abilene 88.1. KLTP 90.9 San Angelo. Broadcasting worldwide at KGNZ.com.
Christmas time, yeah. All it does is rain here. If you wanna stay here, you better bring the rain, yeah. Snow ain't never came here. All we get is hurricanes, yeah. But don't hate on me if I'm down at the beach on Christmas Eve. You looking at strange to me, I got a grapefruit, put them on a Christmas tree. It's every day to me, I got a gator just down the way from me. But we gonna raid the beach, I'm a Florida boy, you ain't changing me, even if DJ, let that record play all night, all day. This is what I'm gonna say. Nowadays, a whole new reason why I love that Christmas season. See now's a whole new meaning. Most of us ain't never seen it. The only gift I'm needing is just Jesus, the reason I'm breathing. My hope is that you seek Him in the morning, in the evening, when you're shopping on the weekend, when you're copping gifts this season. You're the reason He was leaving to be born in a manger. Believe it. Wise men, they still gon' see Him shining bright at night, just beaming. The light of Christ still leading back to Him, cause we still gon' need Him even. All the way, DJ, let that record play all night, all day. This is what we gonna say.
Christmas time, it's 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 Christmas time. DJ, let that record play all night, all day. This is what we gonna say.
Around the holidays, it can be a very lonely time for a lot of people. You know, it can be, I mean, we think about it as very celebratory and the getting together and all, but not everyone has that. So I think it's important that when someone's driving down the road, that music reminds them that they're not alone.
You found life-changing music, KGNZ.
Skies filled with clouds, I can feel my heart begin to pound. I hear the thunder and it's pouring down. There's no escape when you're on the ground. You better take cover. to blow, it's going under. In a tidal wave, sending SOS, cause you need to be saved. You better take cover. Tidal wave, sending SOS, cause you need to be
It's Scarlet White. We've got a rather important announcement from the Roscoe Volunteer Fire Department to share in about 8 minutes. Here's Voices at Midnight with Forever Alive, and on the way, chart-topping music from Dens. It's 11:08, and you're listening to The Rock Show, KGNZ at night. I'm Dustin Tatro. Good evening.
In these ancient woods, my soul deeply feeds and comes crashing a violent new breed, buried deep in my heart. Every word I believe, sick of death. Tell me, where is your sting? No, if I'm 6 feet under, I'll never die forever alive. Sick of death. Tell me. Given a last chance to convert, but no, I'll never concede. Sick of death. Tell me, where is your sting? No, if I'm 6 feet under, I'll never die forever alive. Sick of death. Tell me, where is your sting? No, if I'm 6 feet under, I'll never die
I am Mike Bacon, and this is my place to rock. KGNZ at Night with Dustin Tatro.
That's Dens with Dead Rise. I'm Dustin Tatro along with you, and I would like to share an important announcement information we just received in the past several minutes from the Assistant Chief of the Roscoe Volunteer Fire Department, Robert Hoffman. And here's what he writes. To all residents of Roscoe, Champion, and Highland area, be advised that if there is a lack of medical or fire response from the Roscoe Fire Department, know that we were advised by the Sweetwater Police Department and Assistant Chief and Sweetwater Fire Chief Grant Madden that 911 dispatch for Sweetwater PD and Nolan County will not page or otherwise notify the Roscoe Volunteer Fire Department of any emergencies, and it would be to the discretion of the shift on duty at the time if they want the fire department to respond. The Roscoe Fire Department has first aid, CPR, and AED certified fire personnel that go to trainings such as the Teaks Fire School, as well as EMT and registered nurse personnel. We will still respond if we hear radio traffic of an emergency in our jurisdiction, as well as surrounding areas, per the mutual aid agreement. It saddens our department that things have come to this, and we have been fighting, and people have been fighting this for quite some time. The Roscoe Fire Department has very dedicated personnel who do this service for free on their own time. This Assistant Chief pledges that we will fight this until it is made right for you, the citizens. We have your welfare, health, and safety at heart. Sounds like a very intense situation, but I personally know the people of the Roscoe Fire Department and know that is a dang good fire department out in Roscoe, and I know they will continue fighting for the ability to keep serving those people the way they do. But this obviously is an event that does have a possibility to impact the citizens, and I think it is the right call for the officers to make sure the public is aware of this. We'll definitely be praying for them. It is 11:18 on your Monday night. This is KGNZ, King's Good News Radio, and it is time for our final look at your good news tonight from 1 Corinthians chapter 13, verses 1 through 3. It says this: If I speak in the tongues of men or of angels, but do not have love, I am only a resounding gong or a clanging cymbal. If I have the gift of prophecy and can fathom all mysteries and all knowledge, and if I have a faith that can move mountains but do not have love, I am nothing. If I give all I possess to the poor and give over my body to hardship that I may boast, but do not have love, I gain nothing. That's your good news tonight, the love chapter. 1 Corinthians chapter 13. We got music on the way from Starfield with "O Come All Ye Faithful." But right now, I wanted to play something kind of hard. It's Silent Planet on West Texas's home for Christian hard rock and metal. This is Vanity of Sleep, just released this year. It's a great song. You're going to love it. Silent Planet here on KGNZ at night. I am very glad you're here. We've got music coming up from Trey 9. Pull up on your block, a little H-Town hip-hop with a faith message. You'll hear that in just a moment here on KGNZ. Right now it's Starfield and Oh Come All Ye Faithful.
Pull up on the block, like I'm Kobe with the rock. All about my father business, man, don't get it twisted like Toby from the SWAT. Take the money, take the fame, take my watch, take my chain. I could go and throw this all away, and I promise not a part of me would change. No, whoa, sweat is me way more than meat in the check. I was depressed, now I'm out here feeling blessed. I ain't even trying to flex, got him like sheesh. Had to hit him with the heat, had to hit him with that real. I'm in the streets where they can't afford to eat. Little homie skipping meals, so we out here selling weed. Trying not to catch a felony. He ain't never had a father figure, so we looking up to the celebrities. Christian rapper or a rapper that's Christian, and I ain't tripping about the title. I'ma pull up looking for some Timothys. God told me to raise up disciples and start a revival. I'm feeling like, whoa.
I'ma pull up on
on your block, look, I'ma pull up on your block. I'ma pull up on your block, look, I'ma pull up on your block. Oh yeah, let's do it. Win them all, win losing. Flow speedy like a Uzi. That's why I use it like a toilet. I'ma pull up on your block, look, I'ma pull up on your block. I'ma pull up on your block, look, I'ma pull up on your block. Oh yeah, let's do it. Win them all, win losing. Flow speedy like a Uzi. That's why I use it like a
Tied up my shoelaces. God said you going places. You ain't never gonna be famous. Nobody gonna know Trey is. You gon' whip on say it. Transform these lives daily. Pull strings, no ukulele. Raise up my soldiers, baby. I'm checking my attitude. Heart of servitude. I walk with the lowly cause I don't feel high enough being with famous dudes. KB did the feature, Maurice for a preacher. I told him I need you cause we are one body and it's cause of Jesus. Get a street some hope, come and smell a smoke. Marijuana blows, churches saying no, rap exploit the pole. I don't know if I'm cut out anymore. They say you too old, I say I'm too bold. They say you need gold, diamonds gotta glow. I say no I don't, I need light to show. Everywhere I go, look I'm saving souls here. Vision is so clear. I could care less about rapper's career if it don't include baptizing others and he's just another rap souvenir. If it ain't about doing work, helping the people that hurt, I'm going without you, cause this means a lot more to me than a concert.
I'ma pull up on your block, look, I'ma pull up on your block. I'ma pull up on your block, look, I'ma pull up on your block. Oh yeah, let's do it. Win them all, win losing. Flow speedy like a Uzi. That's why I use it like a toilet. I'ma pull up on your block, look, I'ma pull up on your block. I'ma pull up on your block, look, I'ma pull up on your block. Oh yeah, let's do it. Win them all, win losing. Flow speedy like a Uzi. That's why I use it like a toilet.
If you gon' rock the boat, you better have a plan to flow. Everybody wanna conquer, better know it's gon' cost you. Will you lose dollar signs for it? When it's failing, will you ride for it? Will you still hold it down for it? Send the package, will you sign for it? Okay. I'm living it, giving my dividends. We stay penitent, look at that little man, get it then, little damn mini man. All my squad finna live again. Oh my God, in the millionaire. I'ma go off to the bitter end, even in the pen, can't pen and the visioneer. Okay. Look into my eyes, are cooking, wounded, got it shooken by the lies, but took him by surprise and hooked and made alive and took and made a vow that I would live and die here. I would live and die here, right here. I would live and die. Ain't nobody finna stop what this about. Come on over here and get a job and then live and die.
I'ma pull up on your block, look, I'ma pull up on your block. I'ma pull up on your block, look, I'ma pull up on your block. Oh yeah, let's do it. Win them all, win losing. Flow speedy like a Uzi. That's why I use it like a toilet. I'ma pull up on your block, look, I'ma pull up on your block. I'ma pull up on your block, look, I'ma pull up on your block. Oh yeah, let's do it. Win them all, win losing. Flow speedy like a Uzi. That's why I use it like a toilet. I'ma pull up on your block. Don't worry, we got it on lock. Oh yeah, let's do it. Oh yeah, let's do it. Now watch I pull up on your block. Don't worry, we got it on lock. Oh yeah, let's do it.
It's Trey 9, pull up on your block. With KB, actually. That's out of Houston. Great song, love it. It's KGNZ at night, the harder side of life-changing music. We'll be checking in one more time with a final look at your good news this evening. Starting to see some fog rolling into the area, at least north of here. We'll be talking about that momentarily. Stay tuned.
When you've read all you can and there's no more to see, turn the page.
When you have learned what you can and you're ready for more, turn the page.
When one chapter's over, you're only left with one choice. Turn the page. The new year might remind you there are new things to see, new things to learn, a new chapter to explore. Turn the page. KGNZ. Good news, great music.
It's time for a final recap of your forecast. Tonight is always information on your Rock Show forecast from the National Weather Service. For Lubbock tonight, partly cloudy skies with winds out of the southwest at 5 to 10 miles an hour and an overnight low around 25 degrees. That for the hub city. For St. Angelo and Abilene, it'll be mostly clear tonight. A calm evening with lows just below freezing for St. Angelo and lows for Abilene in the mid to upper 30s tonight. On your Tuesday, mostly cloudy with highs approaching 60 degrees and moderate southwesterly winds for Lubbock. For St. Angelo and Abilene, mostly sunny, breezy with southwesterly winds at 15 to 20 miles an hour tomorrow afternoon, and an afternoon high in the mid-60s for all of west central Texas. Your current temperatures, 34 degrees in San Angelo, 38 and moderately foggy in and around Snyder, 32 degrees in Graham, 34 and partly cloudy in Lubbock, and holding steady here in Abilene at KGNZ at 37 degrees. A lot of great music on the way. Some Mark Farner, some kind of wonderful. This is the one that everyone was dancing to at Mission Thanksgiving, but right now music from Wax Panel. Little Christian grunge band that's exploding onto the scene rather quickly. It's The Rock Show, KGNZ at night. Wax Panel with The Struggle. It's 11:30 Flyer.
This is Gwen Fisher with Love Heart Ministries. You're listening to KGNZ. Good news, great music.
Hello, my name is Carson Ronquillo. This is where I rock. KGNZ at night.
Hi, my name is Monse. This is my place for Christian hip hop. KGNZ at night with Dustin Tatro.
Lots of money. I don't need a big
Jesus. Some kind of wonderful. I'm talking about my Savior. Some kind of wonderful. Whoa, whoa. Some kind of wonderful. I'm talking about my Savior. Some kind of wonderful. I'm talking about my Jesus. Some kind of wonderful. I'm talking about my Jesus. Some kind of wonderful. My Jesus. My Jesus.
He's some kind of wonderful. It's Mark Farner from back in 1991 here on KGNZ at night. And folks, that is feel-good music right there. We'll have a final look at your community calendar coming up right after this. It's Sleigh Ride from Reliant K.
Just hear those sleigh bells jingling, ring ting tingling too. Come on, it's lovely weather for a sleigh ride together with you. Outside the snow is falling and friends are calling you. Come on, it's lovely weather for a sleigh ride together with just hear those sleigh bells jingling, ring ting tingling too. Come on, it's lovely weather for a sleigh ride together with you. Outside the snow is falling and friends are calling you. Come on, it's lovely weather for a sleigh ride together with you. Giddy up, giddy up, giddy up, let's go. Let's look at the show. We're riding in a wonderland of snow. Giddy up, giddy up, giddy up, it's grand. Just holding your hand. We're gliding along to the song of a wintry fairyland. Our cheeks are nice and rosy and comfy, cozy are we. We're snuggled up together like two birds of a feather would be. Let's take the road before us and sing a chorus or two. Come on, it's lovely weather for a sleigh ride together with you. Just hear those sleigh bells jingling, ring ting tingling too. Come on, it's lovely weather for a sleigh ride together with you. Outside the snow is falling and friends are calling you. Come on, it's lovely weather for a sleigh ride together with you. Oh yeah, it's lovely weather for a sleigh ride together with you.
You know, you trust the off button very well. when you're able to sing along. And we've had some stuff in the past 15 minutes that's definitely worth singing along with. Mark Farner, Some Kind of Wonderful, as well as that one, Reliant K's Sleigh Ride. An absolutely adorable music video. If you've never checked it out for that, you can find it on YouTube. They're very cute bunnies, and the adventures of the guy bunny pursuing the girl bunny, and yes, they have a good time in the snow. I think a sleigh ride at the end of it. It's a great music video, a nice one. That's one that you would want to share with your friends. We've got Toby Mac on the way after the break, along with music from 21 Pilots as we close the show out tonight. But I wanted to turn one more time to our community calendar. University Place, which is an assisted living center, they say independent living center as well, in Northeast Abilene, has scheduled their first ever Christmas giving party. They want you to help them with this project. They are collecting both donations for Toys for Tots for children, as well as donations for pets at the Abilene Animal Services Center. They're also going to have hot chocolate and cookies and have Santa there for pictures. This party is going on Saturday afternoon from 2 until 4 o'clock. Again, University Place is located at 1250 East North 10th Street. One of those EMS addresses I'll never forget. That is just east of Judge Ely Boulevard. They're great people there, and I'm really proud of them seeing a project like this come together. Go help them out as they work to support Toys for Tots, as well as the many pets and animals at Abilene Animal Services. Drop something off Saturday afternoon between 2 and 4 o'clock and grab some cookies and hot chocolate with them while you're there. Breakfast with Santa at Southern Hills Church of Christ is happening Saturday morning between 9 and 11:30. Mr. and Mrs. Claus will be there. Crafts, pictures, games, and breakfast all going on at Southern Hills Church of Christ on Buffalo Gap Road. And foster parents are still needed. There are about 17,000 children and adolescents across our state who need the care and support of foster parents. There is a big need in West Texas as well. We've teamed up with the organization To Engage to help get the word out about this issue. So you can find more information online at weneedmorefosterparents.com. I don't have enough time every hour to announce everything on our community calendar, so do yourself a favor. Go check out what's going on, not just throughout December, but for the rest of this week. KGNZ.com/events, and be sure you let us know about what's going on in the life of your faith community while you're there. There's a form at the bottom of the page that you can use to let us know about that. We're proud of our state of Texas. Carlos Anthony, who recently has been working with The Night Show on Way FM as a producer, known as a radio personality up in New York for a while through social media and other things. It's amazing who you can actually have contact with in your industry that before the advent of social media, you would have never had that opportunity. But anyways, he posted the other day, he's like me, loves his hats, particularly looks like he's wearing a New Era 5950 of some kind all the time. And his boss said he didn't have it on the other day. And the boss said something like, I have never seen the top of your head. And I made him a remark because it's true. The new phones use facial recognition to unlock, not a thumbprint anymore. And half the time mine won't recognize me if I don't have my hat on. And some of you don't recognize me if I don't have my hat on. One of the producers for one of our bands for Adelaide commented and just says T. You can see in our Simulcast video, yes, there is a big T on the back of my hat. And I commented that and said, yes, T is for Texas, and you will respect us. It's KGNZ at night, West Texas and beyond's place for Christian rock and hip-hop. We've got Toby Mac on the way after the break as we get ready to wrap it up on your Monday night.
Grateful acknowledges someone did something you couldn't do on your own, extends an invitation to ongoing friendship, gives credit where credit is due. Gratitude recognizes a gift and understands someone's sacrifice to make the gift. It lifts spirits, inspires possibilities, and urges the corner of your mouth to curve upward. You have stood with us, championed the cause of good news and radio. Thanks for praying for us. Your sacrificial gift is more than we could expect. Yet it is in the giving that we can share the right word and the right time. So are we grateful? We are. Are we blessed? Beyond our greatest hope. Who do we thank? You and the God that inspired your generosity. God encourages both generosity and gratitude. You did your part. Now let us say with all the warmth of a good friend's best greeting, thank you. KGNZ. Good news. Great music.
Your station for today's Christian music, KGNZ.
I keep swinging for the fences. It's like this heart is defenseless against a passion that's pumping through my veins. Blood, sweat, tears, it's a calling. And if I can't walk, then I'm crawling. It might flicker, but they can't kill the flame. I can't stop, I can't quit. It's in my heart, it's on my lips. I can't stop, no, I can't quit. It's in my heart, yeah, I'm on it. Till the wheels fall off, till the spotlight fades. I will lift your banner high. I will lift your banner high. Until the walls crash in for the rest of my days. I lay it all on the line. Till the day till the end of the line. It's your name I'll glorify. It's running deeper than the ocean. This ain't religion, it's devotion. 3, 6, 5, every minute, every day. So in the middle of the madness, they can stretch me out like canvas, but I ain't ever gonna fit in their frame. I can't stop, I can't quit. It's in my heart, it's on my lips. I can't stop, no, I can't quit. It's in my heart, yeah, I'm on it. Till the wheels fall off, till the spotlight fades. I will lift your banner high. Lord, I'll lift your banner high. Until the walls crash in for the rest of my days. I'll lay it all on the line. Till the day till the day, till the day, till the year, till the year, till the end of the line. Till the day, till the day, till the day. It's your name I'll glorify. Till I die and then put me in the coffin. It don't matter if I'm on the road or if I'm recording. Tell me what you think about me, that really ain't important. You know I'm representing, I ain't playing, can't afford that. I only got one life, I'ma get it though. And this is not an act, not a movie, not a TV show. I don't know what quit me, I don't never take it slow. You know I'm on the grind, me and Toby in the studio. Do it for the king, what you know about that? Say you going harder, yeah, you say you doing work, but you asking where the couch at. How you doing work when you asking where the couch at? God is not a crutch, you can use them when you wanna. You only look to heaven when you going through some drama. And when they going through some problems, that's the only time you call them. I guess I don't understand that life. Wonder why, cause I'm all in to the day I die. Till the wheels fall off, till the spotlight fades. I will lift your banner high. Lord, I'll lift your banner high. Until the walls crash in for the rest of my days. I'll lay it all on the line. Till the day I
It's 11:55 on your Monday evening. We definitely want you to remember to join us tomorrow night, around 10:30 for our live worship break, our monthly one, and it's going to be a great one. Some Christmas Advent carols, as well as some favorite worship songs. It'll be a great opportunity for all of us to come together and worship tomorrow night. Don't miss it. We do have a prayer request that we just received from people that work for FedEx. It is a very busy time of year, and we're going to go ahead and extend this out to everyone that works in DHL and over-the-road trucking, the United States Postal Service, and UPS. Remember these people that are working exceptionally long hours to get those packages where they need to be over the holidays. We're praying for safety, we're praying for peace of mind, and we're praying for calm and refreshment for all of these guys. Thanks for letting us know about that. And if you have a prayer request, be sure to let us know. You can send it to us very easily on our social media pages. I'm Dustin Tatro. Before we leave you, remember, you matter, you are loved, and we've prayed for you just before midnight on your Tuesday morning. So get out there and share that same agape love that encompasses all. You never know that just by smiling and being nice to somebody, that might make all the difference in the world. Love ya. See you tomorrow night, especially for our 10 o'clock worship break live for December. Here's 21 Pilots as we leave you with Goner. Love you and good night.
I'm a goner. Somebody catch my breath. I'm a goner. Somebody catch my breath. I wanna be known by you. I wanna be known by you. I'm a goner. Somebody catch my breath. I'm a goner. Somebody catch my breath. I wanna be known by you. I wanna be known by you. Though I'm weak, beaten down, I'll slip away into the sound. The ghost of you is close to me. I'm inside out, you're underneath. I've got two faces, blurry's the one I'm not. I've got two faces, blurry's the one I'm not. I need your help to take him out. I need your help to take him out. Though I'm weak and beaten down, I'll slip away into the sound. The ghost of you is close to me. I'm inside out, you're underneath. Though I'm weak and beaten down, I'll slip away into the sound. The ghost of you is close to me. I'm inside out, you're underneath. Don't let me be gone.
Your adversary, the devil, is a roaring lion, lurks about, seeking whom he may devour.
Here comes the
On the harder side of life-changing music, we don't play that game.
Here comes the ready or not.
Welcome to The Rock Show.
Say, here comes the boom, ready or not. Here comes the boys.